Dun 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 dun. Hey guys, Hail Mary to everybody. You're probably wondering why I call this video Camera Hell. I'm gonna explain that to you in a second, but first, so let me make sure my sound is working so we don't have sound hell. Yes, my sound's working. Now I don't have the lapel microphone on right now, so but I'll put that in a second. Today they're doing some experiments with different cameras, and because of the green screen, and one of the problems that we ran into is when I set this table up, I didn't set it up for green screen specifically, and well, they gotta remember I am legally registered, legally blind. So yeah, you get into that kind of a bit of a problem too when you're trying to read chat and you're trying to figure out what you're doing, and then like you can see, my face is right to the screen reading the chat, and then I can't. So I said, well, the best camera that seems to work fine for that is the one that's over on the wall. So, but the problem with the one on the wall is it's a dinosaur. Okay, that sounds fine. I got some brand new cameras. Figure plug them in, and they electrically work fine. The problem is they don't work fine for my desk, as you will see. Right now, this is the desk camera on the wall, and you can see this is a generic one, and it works fine for its intended purpose. When I plugged in the closest equivalent to this camera, which would be this one. The problem with this camera is it doesn't stick out as far from the wall, so it's the stupid pole's in the way, and then you end up seeing the pole in the middle of the frame. It just sucks. The picture's great and everything. I should switch this on so you can see it, but I will. I'll hook it up in a second. Let me set it up now, actually. I was trying to get all these demonstrations set up and ready before I came in here. But unfortunately, I used to find myself wrapped in cords. Okay, so this is a composite analog camera. This has two cables, obviously. This has video, which is this one here, and has a power, which is this one here. Of course, so I said, well, what about the USB camera we have? Well, the USB camera we have, we know that works, right? So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do something with USB webcam. So this morning I decided to temporarily tape it to the top of my monitor with duct tape, which is kind of working. But now I'm still looking at the chat over here, and I'm still freaking covering my face is being partially covered by the camera. And of course it's not really bolted to the camera, so as you can see the problem I'm having here. So this is the reasons why I'm going to try to go down to the hardware store today and get the parts I need. The other problem is I have with these cameras is they do have ability for screw on the bottom here. But the problem is with the screw in the bottom, this one doesn't have a screw hole. This one's just for a bolt. But theoretically, the ones that do have screw holes, they don't... the screws do not fit the standard 1/4 inch 30-second thread. They fit some metric thingus, which I don't know what I'm going to do with that, except I can go to the hardware store and pick up some 1/4 inch 30-second screws, and then maybe just use my tap and die and just or in a couple of nuts and just ream out the original threads on these cases here, these little cases here. I made a mistake when I chose this case design too. Oh man, I keep batting big zeros over here. At least I know the cameras work fine, but that's about it. So it's gonna fall off that table, or you can see that. So and of course this camera here is a standard 6mm equivalent built into the webcam. So this has the same problem with the standard webcam that the other ones have. Not a very good day. Not at all a good day for me. That's just basically technical hell all the way across the board. How you doing, Jasmine? Charlotte? Afternoon. So I've got to work on a better setup for these cameras. And oh yeah, did I forget to say this small camera case here? It's got one problem. This is back. This is the camera here. This case is the wrong kind of case for this kind of lens, so that's why it barely hangs in here. I gotta change the case to get one that has a longer neck to fit this lens, because this is like sitting on barely by the hair of its chinny chin chins and threads. So I gotta redo that. Yeah. So I'm gonna fix all this shit. So I'm gonna go to the hardware store today. Maybe I can get those little sticker thingies or Velcro thingies and just Velcro the camera on the monitor. That's an idea. It's not my first choice, but so the company I bought the cases from have the right cases. I just gotta place an order for it. They're not that expensive. They're like $6. I'll just get the one with the long necks on them for that size board. Just swap the board or cases over and be done with it. But the threads on the bottom for the tripod mounts, as I said, they're not standard, and I've got to figure out how to deal with that. But the fact is that the company's threads are metric, and they won't fit an American tripod, no matter what you do. This is my homemade thingness. And this has got an American thread on the top here for cameras. My big cameras have this thing here. You can see this is the American 1/4 inch 30-second thread. I have to fix this. And as far as the other camera goes, it's a little small. I'm just gonna bore it out a little bit, because that way I can then mount these cameras onto the tripod bracket. Oops. Yeah, they don't fit. This one's not even threaded. So, I digress. Just another annoying thing in life, I guess. So I'm gonna work on that this afternoon. Because just like Leonard Dalton says, the burning questions about life. What thread is this stupid little dingus box using on this USB camera? And this is threaded. Okay, this is threaded. I'm trying. Of course, I'm the camera again now. All right, okay. This is threaded. Okay, but it's not. This is not. Does not fit into American tripod screw. This looks like this is about maybe 6 millimeters. I can easily use a tap and die, or just use my reaming tool, remount the screw, and put just 2 standard 1/4 inch 32 thread nuts on them, and then basically mount it to my tripod bracket, which is what I might do anyway. Let's put this over here for now. So that's where we stand for this morning. Let me go get my tea. I was just talking to Mike this morning about a few things. On top of that, it looks like my kitchen sink is leaking. So now my landlord has to come by and fix that problem. Let me go make things to deal with this morning.
3 or 4 girls in my room last night, wild sex, drugs.
And they'll give me refills.
You know, when the adrenaline's involved, that's all I can say.
Mike, you know you left your milk in that freezer, right? Mike.
Yeah.
Well, I put it in the refrigerator now, but why do you think, how old is the milk? You sure it's still fresh?
Yeah, well, I got it from the soup kitchen.
Well, I already got milk, so.
3 or 4 girls in my room last night, wild sex, drugs, lots of, you know, when the adrenaline's involved, that's all I can say.
All right, so we're back. So basically, that's the project for today. It's going to be putting stuff together. I also would love to hear more from you guys in the chat. What's the story with the chat? Not very many people talking in the morning. Probably just waking up. I mean, or something. Yeah. Jasmine, how you doing? You haven't talked much. Just chilling out today. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I found some water underneath my kitchen sink, and I was like, where the hell did this come from? And so I called the landlord because I checked to see if there was anything from dripping from one of the obvious places in the pipes, and I didn't see anything. And so I explained it to the landlord that he needs to take a look at the kitchen sink and find out where it's leaking, because I can't find any obvious drips. And so my daughter is home now. She's returning to school next week. Okay. Trying to get back the sense of normalcy. Yeah, Charlotte, I understand the concept of trying to get back to normalcy. Trust me. So they need the social interaction. I can assure you it's not just the kids. Adults need it too. Because I'm hoping to, when the soup kitchen finally opens, its expected opening date might be November. Is I hope to be going back out and going to the soup kitchen. And if we still have access to mobile live streaming at that time, we will try to see if we can do some mobile live streaming from the soup kitchen. I'm trying not to get anxious about that, but we're down to 1,063 subs. But I mean, the viewership is there, your engagement's there, but the subscriber count is not there anymore. Yeah, well, that's good. What do you do for a living anyway? What's your job? Oops, I just jumped out of the chat here. What's your job, Charlotte? What kind of job do you do? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that would make sense. Yeah, the pubs are closed. Yeah, a lot of the bars in Connecticut are closed too. Or under very tight restrictions right now. Governor Greg Abbott of Texas has said that he plans to ease up on the mandates and allow the state of Texas to 100% reopen as normal. Of course, the Democrats are saying is that's a bad choice. My viewpoint on it is look, if people decide to continue to wear masks, they're going to continue to wear masks. If people don't want to wear masks, they should be able to not wear masks. Don't mandate anything. Okay. All right. People want to get their lives back together. And so for 2 years, it seems like, well, for me, it has been 2 years. For 2 years, it's been like I haven't done crap. Yeah, I know. I want to get back on my own life too. If we still have mobile live streaming, then I hope to be going through and exploring, going back to McDonald's and go see my friends at the soup kitchen and talk to people. That's what I really need. Incidentally, Roy doesn't even have a computer. The gentleman Roy that calls for Mike is on the show a lot. He doesn't even have a computer. And so he has no way of actually accessing the show. And so he doesn't, I mean, he's surprised that he calls during the show's live. So basically, he doesn't mind talking to the audience, but he never gets a chance to see the show. You know, well, yeah, but then again, I wonder if that's returning to normal is going to help my hearing as far as deciphering human speech. Because I'm mostly an ambivert. I mean, I am a little bit mostly an introvert, but some extrovert nature. But sitting around, not going out for days and days and days, really did me a lot of harm. I kind of really want to go back to doing things, you know. I mean, I'm still going to have a lot of my introverted tendencies, but I just want to go back out and doing things with people again. Yeah. Well, drunks annoy me too. Yeah. Right. I'm an ambivert too. Yeah. I'm my nature. Uh, I'm not strictly an introvert. I'm not a strict extrovert. I'm in the middle. I mean, I do need a lot of me time, but I tend to also enjoy going out there and having some social interaction with people. And let's be honest, I don't think my channel's really benefited from me being in the house 24 hours a day. I think my channel is running out of ideas. I think I'm getting burned out emotionally because I'm not getting inspired from nature as much anymore, and yeah, I did too. But I always was an introvert, even as a child. So yeah, maybe actually it was me. From me, it was more the reverse. I became a little more extroverted as I got older. Because when I was a kid at home, I didn't see anybody. I didn't play with any other kids. I tended to stay to myself. Now, as I get older, I'm kind of trying to reach out more outside of the home environment. So for me, it was the opposite. Well, yeah, people can drain me too. Well, that's one of the reasons why, like the ambivert nature comes in is where, okay, I go out for a while, hang out with them as long as I can, and then I go home and then I spend time by myself doing my own little projects, and then I, you know, relax. Or if I'm really feeling something really deep and emotional, is when I usually think about it and relax. Hi there, Monica. Yeah, I know. Well, right now, the good news is all the sidewalks, most of the snow is gone. So yeah, you'll be seeing me start to go out a little more. Um, we're gonna have a nice warm week coming up here. Temperatures are about 13, 14 degrees Celsius. So it's gonna be nice. Um, and then of course it's gonna get cold again, but not for long. And then of course as the weather gets warmer, we're gonna start probably getting ready to go outside, do the live streams on the porch. As you can see, we put the green screen over there in the corner for now because I'm just trying to tweak the cameras up here a bit better. So, yeah. I don't think people mean to do that, but they just do, do. Yeah, I know. So, but I mean, like I said, I tried to get back out to do things I used to do. So that's the reason why I'm gonna try to go to a hardware store today. I'll bring one of the cameras with me and just unplug the lead and show it to the guy in the store and say, "Look, I need this." Well, I mean, seriously, wouldn't it be better just to go ahead and just to? Yeah, I had a couple ideas I was gonna do with these cameras. Right now, I think I'm gonna change the case on the one camera that's the USB one because that one's screwed up. I'm gonna change the case over so it's the kind with the uh, the longer turtleneck for the lens. Yeah, I was just listening to me strumming the strings in my or the springs in my microphone stand. Believe it or not, it's actually pretty relaxing. You can get a crunchy sound, you can get a nice smoother sound, depending on how you stroke it with your fingers. So yeah, so like I said, the thing is that if we go below 1,000 subs, we lose everything. So that means we lose mobile live streaming, and I haven't even done much mobile live streaming. I think mobile live streamed twice. Because if I do that, then I have to like a whole nother pile kit all over me just to stream, which would suck. Um, So what I'll do is I'm gonna go to the hardware store. I'll take this camera with me because they're all the same. I'll take this camera with me. I don't really have to take the camera with you, but I guess I could ask the question why you would want to take the camera with you. Well, because originally was if I could find a screw that was designed for these threads. It's not going to help you attach it to your tripod, though. It's just got a completely different thread on it. Cruz has said he'll be making a short video about you. Tell him I say thank you, Monica. Much appreciated. I covered something in the moderators forum about something that was said to me. I won't cover it here, just to say I talked to Monica about it last night. You know that there's a lot of politics going on this channel, and oh yes, Monica Michelle. We asked Cruz to give you a shout out, and he's going to make you a personal video. Okay. Okay, Monica. I don't even know if you're in the panel. Send me a DM and Discord, and I'll join you in, so you can see the message base that we're talking about. Send me a friend request. Just send me a friend request, and I'll add you. Right, I understand, Charlotte W. Besides, I was getting ready to get some sleep too. I just wanted to just explain what the one person sent me as a message. And so, Monica, if you are, did you send me a friend request, Monica, on Discord? Because if you did, let me see. I don't know if I have any friend requests coming or pending. Let me look real quick here. I do see one pending. Oh yeah, you did send me one. Okay, approved. All right. So now I can send you to the group that we were talking about. So now I can add you to the group here. So I'm going to add you. So it's a different name than which was speaking of, right? All right. So I'll add you to the group. I don't want Daniel in here. Okay, Monica. All right, good enough for add these people. Okay, so Monica, I added you to the group so we can see. You can follow what's going on in the group. It's called "I Need to Ask a Big Favor." It's called "I Need to Ask a Big Favor." I also will add you to the regular Snow Queen moderators forum. Where is that group? So many groups. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to add you to that one too, so that you can keep an eye of. I'm being notified when we go live, and then you can join us on the panel. Yeah, Mom. Okay, I added you to that one too. So now you're in that one also. So you can join us on the Snow Queen chat group and the I Need to Ask a Big Favor group, so we can all see each other on that group and that group. Okay. And speaking of, let me get the panel open for this channel before I forget. And it's open now, so people should join us in. Okay. Michelle, we know that particular person is just trying to cause trouble within the community. It's also causing a lot of emotional trauma for me. I don't do too good with a lot of people being, mean to me. I tend to really have a hard time with that. I like to try to. People, have said to me as well. You when you're relaxed and you're, enjoying yourself, you're great to be around. But when something bothers you, you're absolutely the worst Debbie Downer ever, because it's like you just don't. Yeah, they do. Unfortunately, that's part of the problem. Oh, I hate when they do that. What do I do that for? Oh, I keep screwing up on that. Okay, so right now we have 11 people on, which isn't bad for a morning show. So, and that's why I was so annoyed that people were being unpleasant about you behind your back. Nothing to do with drama. Nothing to do with drama, then what would you call it? Because certainly it's causing drama. I mean, the people that are doing this causing drama, and it's, oh my God! Don't tell me homeless man. Look, what the hell is our plastic bag doing over there on my bookshelf? Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, screw it! I'm wired in. I'll have to wait till later. So maybe we have to ask a question. What is the real difference between what's going on in the situation versus the drama that we all hear about on YouTube? It sounds like they're both related to each other. And that's why I was so annoyed that people were being unpleasant about behind your back, nothing to do with drama. No, what I meant is that I wasn't trying to just cause drama for the sake of it. I know you weren't. You saw the individual for what they were doing. You were seeing through their mask. Right, because I don't like drama. I tend to try to put a positive spin on things. Because it's something that I enjoy is when I can have a positive spin on things. I gave my response. Okay. All right, I'll look at it. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, there we go. I did not start. That's why to end it, but if you want. No. Monica, I'll just answer your question right now. No, I'm not taking your wrench. Don't you worry about it. You girls are the ones that are keeping me on my level heel. I mean, my God, I don't want to go through this, and I need the help I can get to keep things together. I need you guys as my support team. You guys are important. I say that here because that's a public statement. If it wasn't for you, all of you working with me, this channel would have long ago died from just bad juju. All right. Yeah, I know. I got your answer, Charlotte. I agree with you, and don't worry about it. I understand the story, and I understand what this person's trying to do, and you're just trying to keep things, level headed, and I understand that. Not a problem. I understand that too. Don't worry about it, Shirley. You're not a problem. Trust me. I'll keep it simple. You're not the problem, and you're not a problem. Okay? That's another thing that I always kind of wonder what happened to all those others that used to be here, like Clumy and all that. Where did they all go? They all hightailed it out of here. I don't even know where they are. I don't use my wrench as a weapon. I love and support you in your efforts. Thank you. Much appreciated. But, the thing is, I got to work on the green screen thing of the better with the camera set up. I think this bench is. I built this desk originally for my eyesight more than anything, and the problem is it's not really compatible with green screen work. See, people don't realize when I built this. Let me switch this camera over so you can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah. So if I put the camera here, I'm talking about the USB camera, okay? I can still be looking at the chat, but then you're gonna still see you're gonna be seeing my stinging forehead. If I try to mount it on the wall, you're gonna see the goddamn pole. Never mind sideways. I'll try to put it right side up. I put it over here, and then you can see my eyes when I'm reading the stand, but then get rid of the pole. But then again, the green screen is right behind me. It seems to be most doable. Yeah. Well, that works, but it's too close to you. You really gotta have the camera further back. Right. So I was thinking pull it mounted to the wall, but then the USB cord's too short. So I'm not sure what the best answer is. Like I said, I'm sure I can find the answer to the question about the camera. And then again, this other USB camera, anyway, I wanted to be able to use it with my my portable stand so that when I get my iBook or my MacBook, I could just set up the stand here and then just like have it on the table. Yeah, I know it's beat up. It's plastic. It's broken. It's got cracked plastic all over it. Go ahead and just put 4 big rubber feet on the bottom so that will stop from skidding. Needs to do that anyway. But that's pretty much where we stand with that. Like I said, I want to go to the hardware store today anyway. I'm going to see if I can find if they got some decent rubber feet. I need rubber feet for a lot of things. So, self-stick rubber feet. Well, thank you very much, Charlotte. Much appreciated. Monica says, I will talk to some good people and get your channel out there amongst people who also support and enjoy you. Much thanks. Also, don't forget this is the undrama channel. I don't want to have too much of that drama theme. A lot of these channels seem to be enjoying the soap opera type environment. I'm really not into that. Yeah, I'll have to work on all this stuff. Much thank you. Yeah. What communities do you think my show even fits into? I think it fits in part into the DIY community, do it yourself kind of thing, where we do a lot of kit bashing and making custom stuff to meet our needs. The disabled community, the legally blind community, the Asperger's autistic support communities, the um I don't know, the Virgo support community, if there's such one. I don't know. I seems like I fit a lot of different categories, a lot of different communities that I would fit into. I got a question. What? All right. I see the Twitter symbol as an emoji. Yeah. What about YouTube? YouTube? Well, let's see. How can I search? Let me see if there's a YouTube emoji. I'm just curious. No, but they got a Twitter one now. Oh yeah, they do. There you go. Boink, 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 boink. I think one is okay. That's kind of cool. I do have an emoji for that. I did not know that. Oh, interesting. All right. Really. The thing is, just like I said, I don't know any except for how Casey sees it. She's in the blind. She's a blind actress. She's a legally blind actress. Okay, and I don't know of anyone. The Tommy Edison project. He's totally blind with only light perception, and he does YouTube videos too. Okay, but he hasn't done anything lately. And so I don't know, which communities I fit into. I mean, besides a few, I don't know how many of them I'm active live streaming. Um, I mean, I'm involved with a lot of science channels. Of course, I don't know anybody except for a few people in the computer communities, but the most of them they do videos. They don't do live streams. They do vlogs and technical videos. They don't really do live streaming. How you doing, MJ? Well, thank you for the pip. Thank you for the magenta hearts. Um, yeah. The computer community. Like I said, a lot of these guys they don't actually do live streams, but they do videos. Um, and like for example, some of them are pretty well known. Like um, Great Scott. He's electronics one. BigLife.com. Um, John Ward. These are all the Sparky communities. Ave. He's kind of a little bit of everything. And then there's another guy there from the post-apocalyptic post-apocalyptic inventor. He's from Germany. The Slingshot channel. He does his videos in English and in German. Um, and so there's a lot of different content. I'm doing okay this morning. I'm still a little bit grouchy, but not for the same reason I was grouchy last night. You missed my discussion earlier in the morning when I was talking about some of the questions I would have with trying to figure out the best camera placement to get a good green screen that would look good. That's still a question. I haven't figured out the answer to that yet. Yeah. It seems that So the green screen now works fine. The problem is that the camera I was going to replace on the wall, which is that one up there, unfortunately, I can't really replace because the other cameras are not not the right, will not give the same results. Okay, they move the other cameras around. So, oh my god, oh, these cords. So this camera controls that I need. I'll show you what I'm talking about. First of all, this camera doesn't even have automatic white balance. Oh, it does, but you can't override it. It does not have manual exposure, so you can't override the exposure. It's otherwise. Oh yeah, the pole. Can't get rid of the goddamn pole because the pole is part of the desk. So I thought, well, maybe if I put this camera, replace this camera with one of the new cameras. The problem is the new cameras are too close to the wall. So the only way to do it with the new camera, like the USB camera, is, or even an analog camera I have for replacement, stand. I have to keep the same stand, but I have to, yeah, I have to change the way it's mounted on the wall. It's gonna look really weird. So that's what I'm gonna go to the hardware store today and see if I can find some screws or nuts. Because I have a couple of questions. For example, on this camera here, it's got a threaded shaft, but I don't know what size thread that is. It's metric. That's all I know. It looks like it's maybe 6 millimeter fine thread. And this one, which is the camera I would be mounting on the wall, but I would have to keep it on the existing tripod bracket, doesn't even have threads. I just got to basically just tap it just a tiny bit more, or just ream it out a little bit more with my reaming tool, and then thread it onto the shaft that's on the camera on the wall. So I have to figure that out. So that's something I gotta go to the hardware store and see if I can find that perfect setup. So let's see. Now the camera that we're using right now is also a USB camera. So we have thousands of things to choose from. I'm curious, in the UK, is there facial products there that you prefer to using, or do you guys use the same stuff as us? That's a good question. I'm looking for good under eye products for tightening and brightening. Yeah, I understand what tightening and brightening. I can't think of anything at the top of my head besides sleep. That usually helps with the wrinkles. Get a good night's sleep also removes the dark circles too. Yeah, I don't use too much eye stuff either. I forget. Elf has those now. Single, NVIDIA, and Elf mostly. NVIDIA and Elf. Which one's Elf? I never heard of Elf. I have dry skin, and the blue pilot NVIDIA is the best one. I found that St. Ives works pretty well on my dry skin, the severe dry skin formula, but this winter hasn't really been too bad on my skin. But I find that the St. Ives works the best for me to keep my skin from getting too brittle and too dried out. Oh, okay. Eyes, lips, and face. Okay. Okay. I thought that was a brand. Right. The NVIDIA gel or cream. I know what she's talking about. My dad used to use it a little bit too. I love Palmer's cocoa butter for my skin after a shower. Cocoa butter? Okay. I never put on cocoa butter, but then again, I see. Okay, so it's a brand, but it's just eyes, lips, and face. Okay. I'm surprised don't make elf doesn't make elf ears. Whatever. It's similar to astral. Okay. I haven't really bought any cosmetics in years. Just usually buy the Revlon 24-hour color stay foundation. That's usually all I use. I don't even do any eye work. I don't even use mascara. I don't use eyeliner. I used to, but it was like, and but then some reason every time the eyeliner would run, and then the next day I look like a fucking raccoon. So it's just like said, screw this. I know it's not made by Ellis. I get that. That's Keebler cookies. Yeah. I just use the Revlon Color Stay. It's only use. The only thing I put on. Nothing else. I don't use any other makeup. Oh yeah, I wash my face in the morning with eczema, but that's about it. And of course, I do have the St. Ives skin moisturizer, which I put on every so often. Never really saw any real need to use anything. I just been lucky. My skin is pretty cooperative. Yeah, well, I could see coconut oil. You guys remember Noxema? Yep, I still use it. I still use it every morning because it's the way I clean my face. And because I go, I have to scrape my face every day because I get a little fur. And then I use the Noxema as a shaving cream. That works pretty good for me. Been doing that since I was in high school, and it works. Yeah, thank you. People actually think I'm actually younger than I am. Yeah, I know that. Uh, I don't know. I just right now 13 people watching, 7 likes. It's not bad for a show that's kind of you know pretty routine, basically. Um, I swear by it. I like the moisturizing one that they used to have around here, but I can't find the moisturizing one anymore. Um, Wintertime I'd use the moisturizing one, and then the summer I'd use the regular, and then it would be about it. But then, of course, I couldn't find the moisturizing one. Maybe Noxema realized as I found out the hard way, if you get one the moisturizing, and what happens is that it turns into a slippery, messy product. That's why I've been using the St. Ives after after the Noxema is needed, so that your skin doesn't get too dry. I haven't done one of those since college. Yeah, foundation for me just cakes up. Yeah, well, that's why I use the Revlon Color Stay in the pump. 'Cause it's two quick blats of that covers pretty much my face for 24 hours. So I don't usually have to worry about constantly refreshing it. Sometimes I do a show, I don't even have foundation on. You probably can't tell the difference, but thankfully there are no guys in here to giggle at facials. I don't know why the guys find facials funny, considering the fact that there are some guys that do them too. I know of at least one guy that does a facial for the same reason that he wants to have his skin look good. Sheer powder sometimes, okay. My eye makeup always wears off because I don't like using waterproof stuff. Understandable. That's why I don't even bother to do eye makeup because, like I said, my eyeliner pencil will run, and the next thing you know, I look like a freaking raccoon. And so it's just easier just to forgo it, Concealer if I have a blemish. Yeah, I gotta get some more of that. I don't have very much. I don't have any concealer left right now, but I don't really need a lot of concealer anyway. I try very hard not to hurt my face. I try. Um, okay, black eyeliner. I was brown. I had a brown eyeliner pencil, which worked fine. But for a while, I was getting a lack of sleep, so I was getting a lot of dark circles under my eyes. And then they put that with the brown eyeliner on top of that, and made me look like a freaking raccoon. And I was like, no, that's not working. No, I never tried that. Sometimes I wear regular lipstick, but that's pretty rare. Because I tend to be very, very down to earth when it comes to what I put on my face. I have matte glosses and tinted lip balm. Okay, well, I don't have any lip balm. Sometimes I could use it. Maybe some chapstick or something. I haven't had any in a long time now. Yeah, I have a dark brown pencil. I don't usually wear lipstick. I love the Maybelline Baby Lips Tinted Balm. I never heard of that, but I'm sure there's a lot of things in the makeup aisle I haven't really looked into, checked into. One of the reasons is I can't afford it. It's too expensive. Some of the stuff out there is ridiculous. For example, like the Color Stay foundation I use, which is the 110 Ivory, is like anywhere from $15 for a container to $13 a container. That lasts me about a month and a half to 2 months. And then I, you know, But then, like the eyeliner pencils and things, and I get stuck with all this stuff. But I don't even have literally a lot of places to put the stuff on. I don't have a makeup table, so everything is just like just scattered everywhere. Let's see. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to. I'm on my way to my pharmacist to give me refills. I got to go pick up that. See if I can decide if I'm going to go with the screws or if I'm just going to go ahead and just remount the existing holes and just basically get some nuts and just mount nuts and washers. I might need to do the nuts and washers for another project anyway. So that's something to work on. I use a makeup back. Okay, that makes sense. Cat hair. You're talking to a person that has lots of experience with cat hair. I really. Well, yes, I know that this camera is not exactly calibrated 100% correct, but that's because I didn't change any settings. Anyway, but yeah, my cats leave cat hair all over the house. It frustrates me because then I have to constantly keep after them. I was subscribed to those mostly beauty boxes. I had to stop. I had so much makeup. Right. Jay says, the best serum I've came across is Dr. Dennis Gross. It's a bit expensive, but it's worth every penny. Blaze and Leo said I gave 3 huge boxes away for Christmas presents last year. I am wanting to subscribe, but I'm trying to stop myself. Blaze and Leo says, where do you get it, MJ? Oh, you mean the makeup boxes? A monthly chocolate club for cosmetics. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Chocolate boxes. Oh yeah, tell me about it. We got a degusta box 1 month. I guess I'm in it. Yeah, what's that? A degusta box. What's that? Leo, it's the hotel chocolate stuff. Expensive and absolutely delicious. Oh, you're talking about chocolate. I like the Godiva chocolate or Godiva chocolates. That's really the stuff I like. I can't afford to buy too much Godiva chocolate though, but damn, I'll buy it when I can. I bought their Godiva hot cocoa powder. The stuff is extremely expensive, but darn is it good. And then one time we were out of the Jello for making Jello pudding pops, so I made Godiva pudding pops instead. That was delicious. It was like for the box, it was like $1.79 versus $1.59 for the Jello brand, but it was still good though for homemade Godiva pudding pops. Have you ever subscribed to a monthly box? No, I never did. I never had the money to do it, to do that kind of stuff. You have to remember when you're in my, when you're in my income bracket, every dime has to be counted down to the single penny. Everything. Sephora also has it, Leo. It's $12.99 per month, and it's very nice. That's 12 pence 90 or £12.99. Yeah, well, again, like I said, I haven't had the kind of extra discretionary money to throw around for a long time, so that's starting to change for the better, thanks to the many supporters on my channel. That's starting to change for the better. We're starting to have more money for discretionary spending. There are channels that do that. There are YouTube channels that will do that. Explore food from different countries. You know, I actually remember when this guy, what was his name? Oh my god, I forget his name. He was in the UK. He was from Italy, and he said it was his Marmite taste test. He said, "Mamite sounds interesting." Say something like, smells nice." It's like, oh my lord, this is nasty. It's just true. It was a funny one. This guy he probably was more about my age now, but no, I don't know what Brandon Fennis is. Or Paris. That looks like an R. Is that an R? Or an N? It's FNEIS. Okay. I'm sure we do. We have loot crates in America too. Ashton always talks about his loot crates. Well, America has loot crates. They're a little different, but kind of the same idea as a loot crate that Ashton's is always talking about. I like body charm. Shall we give you full sizes of products, not just trial samples? Okay. Well, I find that episode with the Italian guy trying Marmite. I'll put a link to it up in the somewhere. I bust out laughing so many times. I've watched the Marmite one, so and then of course he tested other things too, other British foods that he like. For example, he put tried like a mint jelly kind of thing, and I think it was a mint jelly. It was a special expression with vinegar, meat, vinegar, and like, oh, I think you're supposed to put it on the food when you bake the meat. I don't think you're supposed to eat it raw. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 11 o'clock, and we have 10 watches right now. So I don't know what we're going to cover tonight. But the green screen is still a project I want to work on. I just, like I said, I got to find the best way to deal with the most obvious problems. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Life, the best way to deal with everyday problems. A good one. Great, I get it. Yeah. And someone scares the spiders. And if you could get monthly subscription from Bucks Michelle, what would you get? I don't know. I like the chocolate idea. But I don't know. I really never thought about it. Not too much into cosmetics. How would a box of unidentified electronic peeping objects or something. Or a box of weird odds and ends every month from different companies. They license that they basically just finds in some warehouse somewhere and just throws in the box and says, "Here, take it for 12 pounds. It's yours." And then they'll get it and say, "What the hell is this thing?" um, as someone who's scared of spiders, I'm not so much scared of spiders. I wouldn't get a horror box. No, that's not my thing. A computer box would be perfect for Michelle. Not just computer stuff. Michelle likes to play around with all kinds of stuff, including things she shouldn't be playing around with. Electrical appliances box. British UK mains plug box. Yeah. Here's some OBS 1363s with unsleeved power pins. Oh, Lord. Yeah, boxes, everything gamers. Well, I'm definitely be interested in World of Warcraft gaming box. I would be interested in collecting some cards and stuff and pictures and stuff for the Blood Elves. I'm a Blood Elf fan, so yeah, it would make sense, right? A Silvermoon loot crate. I monthly T-shirt boxes. Really, it's funny. I hardly ever wear T-shirts. However, maybe in a few days, I might. When if we get the stimulus check, maybe I'm gonna order some like 4 or 5 of my coffee mugs because I don't have any coffee mugs around here that I really like. I had a nice black one, but the handle broke on it. So I might buy some coffee mugs. And then there was the one coffee mugs that we found quite when I was experimenting, looking for something to prove my point about those who come up with aftermarket World of Warcraft stuff and how they're getting around it. And I found the most awesome coffee mug for Frost Mage and the Shadow Priest. So I might buy one of each from that company. And then, of course, I got my coffee mugs. So, gee, Michelle, why don't I buy a set of them? Because I could always use 4 or 5 coffee mugs. And then maybe get some nice North American Snow Queen dinnerware, come up with plate set and everything. They do. You go to Prime with Streamlabs. You can go with. I think they have place settings too. Yeah, you can just go with a standard blue plate. Yeah, just maybe a nice basic standard place setting with snowflake motif that would go with the coffee cups. That's a good question. Yeah, let's see if I can try to find some things. I'm sure that I can find something from maybe like Corning or Springmate Lamshuda or Better Bath and Beyond or one of the other plate serving sets. That would be good for my kitchen. Get rid of the Motley Crue dishes I have that don't seem to match anything. Most of my dishes are like all over the place as far as styles. I don't have any particular one pattern. Did you get a set of Gorilla Glue? Raised 25,000. What's that about Gorilla Glue Girl? Who's Gorilla Glue Girl? Oh, is that the one that supposedly stuck Gorilla Glue in her hair or something? Yeah, I know. I didn't see it, but I heard about the case. First, I thought it was a joke, and then I realized it was a real case, and I was like, I can. I'll add some chocolate. Like I said, I like the Godiva chocolate. So, yeah, I'll throw some Godiva in there if you want to throw, if you feel up to it. Yeah, I'll do Godiva deep, rich chocolate and chocolate powder. Yeah, Godiva hot cocoa. Yeah, I definitely like Godiva chocolate. Yeah. 25,000 for what? Well, apparently the story is that she used Gorilla Glue for some reason to style her hair as a hair gel. Or I think that's what it was. And then I guess the problem is that she had good hold, all right, but she couldn't get the stuff off her hair because it wasn't water soluble. So the story is that the poor person had to have all her hair basically shaved off, so she looked like Sinead O'Connor after that. Well, you can't say Gorilla Glue didn't give her a good hold. Okay, I see somebody's trying to page me. Yes, I got somebody want to join in here. How you doing, Paul?
Good, Michelle. Michelle, I'm watching your show here. Do you know who Lady Godiva was by chance?
No, what?
Do you know who Lady Godiva is? Do you know? Have you ever heard the story?
Yeah,
of
I know the story of Lady Godiva. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the chocolate you're talking about. It's not Godiva.
Godiva chocolate is named after her. Originally she was protesting against the sheriff who had her husband arrested originally around the 15th century for back taxes owed. No, so she ran riding on her horse buck naked through the streets protesting what the sheriff was doing to her husband.
I get that, but you keep saying Godiva, and it's pronounced Godiva, Michelle. It's Godiva chocolates. They're very good. They're very expensive, like you said, but they are very good chocolates.
Yeah, the hot cocoa mix is excellent.
Yeah, you're making me hungry with all your chocolate.
You don't make it with water. You make it with milk.
Yeah.
100%.
All the way. What do you got up for the afternoon, Michelle? What are you doing after your show?
It's 11:10. I gotta run to the hardware store, and I gotta find the screw or way to attach this camera. This is the USB one.
How are you getting to the hardware store?
Because I need to find the metric screw.
No. How are you getting? How are you going to get there?
On feet, obviously.
Really?
Yeah, we'll have to walk it. It's not that far from.
Don't they have the bus there where you can like take the bus for the disabled people to the store or to the hardware store, like the Pat's bus or whatever it's called?
Well, it's on the way to the pharmacy too. I gotta get my refills at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this camera with me to the hardware store, and I found out that I made a mistake with choosing this case for this camera. So
is Mike over?
Yeah, Mike's over here. He's going with me.
Good. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe you should have him go with you. Okay, perfect. Now I feel better, Michelle, knowing you're gonna have some company to the store. Yeah. I feel a lot better now. Good. That's the only thing
I gotta do is I got. Oh no, Rusty's here, and I don't even have Rusty Camp set up.
There he is. Everybody, look. There's Rusty.
Yeah. So anyway,
there he is. There he is.
Yeah. That's his bum. Oh wait.
That's his fucking bum.
Yeah. Oops.
Hi, Rusty. Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to
Good old Rusty.
First thing is I gotta buy the right case. That's for this camera, so it has a bit of a turtleneck for the lens. Because when I bought this case, I didn't realize that there was a different case style that didn't have the turtleneck for the lenses. This one was designed for a pinhole lens, which doesn't even need to be focused, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So I
you'll
gotta
get it
go
figured out.
ahead and just swap out the case because I don't want to leave these cam boards like totally exposed to flapping in the breeze. So I'm gonna get the right case. I can get those on eBay today. I can just about afford to buy 2 of those cases.
Yeah, you know what? You know what we should get set up for? Probably not going to happen tonight, which is fine, Michelle. But maybe tomorrow or Saturday, trivia pursuit night. We need to get that trivia pursuit. Can we do that this weekend?
I don't have a Trivia Pursuit board, so
maybe we can find one virtually online, or maybe
I'm
I'll
sure
dig
I
up
can
mine.
find one on eBay, but it won't be here tomorrow.
No. I was thinking like a virtual one, like just like a virtual one. But maybe I can dig up my board. I don't know if I still have one or not. We'll figure it out. It was just a thought, though. Michelle, I'm gonna let you go, though. I got some stuff I'm gonna get done. Just wanted to hop on and say good morning to you. And please stop saying Godiva. It's Godiva. You're just triggering me. You're here watching your show, and you're just, it's Godiva, Michelle. Lady Godiva. Godiva.
Right. The reason I pronounce it, the reason why it gets pronounced, I pronounce it Godiva is because, go diva. Go diva.
No,
like an
Michelle,
artist
like
is a diva, a female like diva.
Michelle, it triggers me. It really triggers me. It's Godiva.
I know. I've heard people say
I'm just kidding with you, Michelle. You know that. I really do hope you have much success and a safe trip to the hardware store this afternoon. Looking forward to hearing about it tonight. And be safe. Get your mask on.
Yeah. Actually, I don't need a mask. You see, let me show you something. See this bracket here? Okay, this is the same one for the wall here. Because I was going to mount the camera on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is 2 things that are a problem. This American thread don't fit that. Okay. So this is using 1/4 inch, 32nd threads to the inch. This is a standard camera thread. This is like a 6 millimeter, and that won't fit on that. And even this composite camera here, you see this one has the turtleneck I'm talking about. You can see this has the turtleneck. So what I got to do is I got to buy the same case for the other camera, but then it's still going to have the same nasty problem. That is, this doesn't even have a thread. This barely fits on here. So I got to ream the hole bigger. So it might be easier for me to grab a couple nuts just to put on that and screw it down with a nut. So this stuff I got to do.
Whose nuts are you gonna grab, Michelle? Mike's? Just kidding.
Yeah.
But Michelle, again, I really hope you have a successful trip and a safe trip to the hardware store today. I should have a safe trip
because the majority of the snow is gone. So.
Yep. Same here, and I'm loving it, Michelle. You did great this season. I'm really proud of you, but it's time for spring. Let's let the snow.
Hey, I like spring too. If you remember, like I said before, I talked about this about the World of Warcraft. When I go in the Silvermoon, I could almost feel the heat coming off my monitor when they walk around in the city. It's like
So let's lay off your sorcery. Do a little light sorcery, but not too much. Okay, let's keep the snow down. But Michelle, I really hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll definitely talk to you later on tonight.
Well, okay, I'll talk to you tonight then.
All right, Michelle, take care. Bye, chat. Bye.
Okay, bye. So, what I might do eventually is, I don't think Rusty would be too pleased by it, but I was thinking about buying a cat harness and leash to give my cats a walk. The problem is with Rusty, he's not going to tolerate that. Fame probably wouldn't have given a crap. But unfortunately, Fame isn't here anymore, so. Snow just tulips and daffodils. I never heard of snowdrops, but I certainly know of tulips and daffodils. Apparently, Blazing Leo was wondering the same thing. What's a snowdrop? Yeah. Well, looks to me like pretty much just get ready to wrap it up soon because by the way, this you can see the effect of why you want to set your exposure in your settings to fixed. Just because you notice as I move the screen around, you'll see that depending on what you're looking at, the white balance will change, and then your skin changes color too because of that reason. So that's one of the reasons why it's best to have your camera set for manual white balance and manual exposure. But oh well, that's something that's not everybody needs to worry about. But you can do if you want to. Yeah. Crocuses. Okay, a white spring flower. Put some catnips and treats in the wish list for resting. Yeah, okay, I'll look into it. So I hope that the people that are putting out the spreading out the good word to the other channels that something comes out of that because that's something that I would like to see. Um, I don't know how to easily reach out to the technical people because a lot of them don't do live streams. I think Big Live did one recently. I know that Curious Mark did one about some a Soviet mechanical clock from the Soyuz spacecraft. Yeah, exactly. He's a big kitty. And trust me, if he gets a little hyper, my apartment won't be much left of it. We'll see how it goes. Well, either way, yeah, I gotta, like I said, I mean, homeless Mike is gonna be woken up anyway. Maybe I can go. See, it's 11:18, so theoretically, I could walk up with him to the soup kitchen because they have takeouts. I'll just bring my walker so I can get up the hill safely, and then if we do that, I hate that thing. But then in some cases it's invaluable, and some days it's a pain in the ass. And run into the hardware store, go get my refills, prescription at the pharmacy, go to the hardware store, get some screws. I never heard that one. No, it's not too long. It's about 10, 15 minutes away on foot. It's not really bad. Um, it's just that, you know, it's just a lot of stuff to, haul around when you have to bring a walker. I don't like to use the walker, but then again, like I said, it's gonna take about 5, 10 minutes to get to the soup kitchen to get the food. And they stop serving the takeouts about 12 noon. So if I go get that last, I'm more than likely going to miss out. If I go get that first, and I have to carry all that food into the hardware store, um, which kind of sucks. Yeah, well, obviously that's what I was going to do. Take my time walking because Mike was going to go with me, and yeah. Oh no, I don't have to rush. It depends on when my landlord's going to come here to fix the sink, which is leaking somewhere. We don't know where that is, but I did call him and told him about the leak this morning. Right now, there's no water in the sink. So if there's no water in the sink and it's still leaking, that means that there's something else that's leaking. Yeah, we can go to the soup kitchen first. Like I said, that we have to carry the food anyway into the hardware store and into the pharmacy. Right now, he's sacked out on the couch again. So, but yeah, we can go to that hardware store first. All right, we'll figure it out for everybody. I'm gonna let you go a little early so I can quickly run down, take care of some stuff, and then you'll have the food when you come home. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Well, right now I have to wake him up. He's asleep right now on the couch. So, yeah, we could have done that. I know we could have gone up there together. It doesn't matter. If I'm already out there, theoretically, just take my walker with me and just go up there, grab the lunch, then go ahead, go to our store. It's an additional step. So, that's what we'll do. Because here's what I want to do. The idea is I want to take, if I, in this case, I got a reamer. I control this hole out. Make this a little bigger. Mount it on the wall bracket where the existing camera is, just the analog one. And then I can conveniently have this camera, which is a higher resolution than the one that I would be replacing, but I have to use the original bracket because I have no choice, because otherwise it wouldn't stick out far enough. Even if you have that, it still wouldn't stick out far enough. Oh, see, because it's what a bracket is. Oh. Okay. So we'll have to figure it. All right, guys. For now, I'll see you guys later. Please don't forget to share these videos with your friends, your family, people you know, people who might be interested in this. And I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock, okay? Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, guys.